Hey guys, how's it going? Good, brilliant. Okay, so that was My Best Friend's Girl, performed by Nirvana on March the 1st, 1994, in an airport terminal in Munich, Germany. Now, this song was originally written and recorded by a band called The Cars in 1978, and there has been plenty of notable bands that have covered this song in the past, but I think it's pretty safe to say Nirvana is the most well known. Right, so Nirvana played this song as the opener to their gig in Munich, Germany in 1994. Now, as we are all aware, I'm sure, this was the last ever Nirvana concert. And I'm not sure if this is true, but I read that My Best Friend's Girl was the first song that Kurt Cobain ever learned how to play on the guitar. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but I do think it's kind of interesting how, you know, apparently the first song he ever learned how to play was the opener to his last ever gig. It's kind of poetic in a way, I guess. Usually, when Kurt played a cover of a song that was written by somebody else, he wouldn't play it the same way the original artist actually played it. And this version is by no means any different at all. I suppose in a way you could call this the new wave version of the song, or grunge. I think grunge is a bit cringe, but let's just say new wave, I guess. I suppose you could say this is the new wave version of the song. And yeah, I mean, all of the riffs are pretty much different to the original by The Cars, but most notably for me at least was the chorus riff. You can see when Kurt's playing the song, the first time he gets to the chorus, he plays the riff differently, like 3 times I think, and it seems to me as if he's trying to work out a way to play the riff that's comfortable for him, and then he finally settles into a version that he ends up playing for the rest of the song, and that version that he plays for the rest of the song after that is the version that I played all the way through. I just wanted to keep it simple really and not muck about with, you know, alternate versions of the same riff, you know, sort of only playing once and then moving into something that does sort of consistently be the same throughout the rest of the song. I hope that makes sense because it just sounded insane inside my head, so I hope that comes across. Yeah, I basically just played his eventual simplified version of that chorus riff the whole way through, which he plays for the majority of the song anyway, so yeah, whatever. Shut up. Shut up. So yeah, I don't think you're going to struggle with it at all. It's not difficult by any means. It's just, you know, another one of those songs where you have to get into the groove of it. And yeah, just listen to the drums because they had Pat Smear playing with the band as well in this period, you know, after In Utero. And Kurt was playing the song pretty consistently, but Pat Smear was kind of doing like open E chords and stuff, like during the verse riff, I think. If you listen to the second verse, you can hear that happening, and Kurt sort of looks over like, what are you doing? Is that me or is that you? Sort of thing. Yeah, just a random bit of information there. I played it the way Kurt did, where he's just, you know, going through the verse riff as it is played by The Cars, pretty much. So, yeah. The gig itself in Munich was pretty much plagued with problems from the start. Obviously, because it was performed in an aircraft hangar, it's not built like a theatre with like acoustics in mind. You know, it's just a massive building. That didn't help matters. I also believe there was a power cut during Come As You Are. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. And also, I believe Kurt didn't actually show up for the sound check either, which obviously doesn't help things very much. I'm not even sure if the band were aware that Kurt was going to open the show with, you know, My Best Friend's Girl, because while they were playing it, I mean, the performance itself is pretty messy, let's be honest, but you can see Chris looking over at Kurt and seeing where he's playing it on the fretboard, because it's like they haven't practiced it kind of thing. I could be totally wrong about that, you know, it could have just been a completely impromptu thing or whatever, but yeah, I don't know, it just seemed like they weren't sort of all on the same wavelength at that time, which obviously they weren't because of what was going on at the time, but yeah. Not really sure what I'm getting at with this. This is pretty much an off-the-cuff kind of video. I practiced it probably for like an hour, shot the video, and then here I am talking about it. So yeah. What with this being their last gig, it's kind of like a shame that this was their final gig because of the fact they had so many problems and stuff, you know, with the sound and all that kind of thing. But there are points, or there is at least a point in the performance to this song, My Best Friend's Girl, where you can see Kurt's actually enjoying himself. So given that a month later, you know, we know what happened, it's kind of sad to see that, I suppose. But I don't know, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to end the video there. Yeah, this one was totally off the cuff, so yeah, I didn't really script this one. I'm just talking a load of nonsense most of the time. But hopefully you found it entertaining and hopefully it helps you learn to play the song. I've taken myself outside because I'm going a bit crazy staying indoors all the time. As I'm sure you can understand, I need to sort of blow away the cobwebs a little bit and yeah, just kind of explore the world outside of my house basically. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to hit like and subscribe down below, as you cool guys always do, of course. And yeah, hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Peace.
So birds are not mammals?
Yeah. They
Why?
used to be dinosaurs.
What, birds?
Yeah. That's what we think.
I don't see. How can birds be dinosaurs?
For millions of years of evolution, they changed.
Oh.
They've proved that birds were dinosaurs because they have the same types of bones and that, and they look just the same if they didn't have feathers on.
How big are they?
Dinosaurs or birds?
Pardon?
Which ones, dinosaurs or birds?
Dinosaurs.
Oh, they're bigger.